Hello everybody, Jonathan Vance back again, and this video is going to have to do with my standpoint on right-to-work legislation and workers' rights in this state. I'm sure it's hard to not be politically informed, or at least informed of the goings-on in the state right now, considering the governor gives addresses every day. There's new articles and news stories out left and right on the national stage. Unfortunately, regarding the lack of workers' rights and protections in this state right now. The most egregious of which being that recently the governor had said she will be cutting back on the cutting back on the restrictions and opening the state back up, and that workers, if they do not feel safe at work and do not wish to return, will be thrown off of unemployment. First off, I will say there are some laws on the books around that, so I'll be interested to see how she handles that. And if you personally are in that, I would suggest looking up Iowa Admin Code 871, Chapter 24.26. There's a good bunch of information in there regarding your rights to unemployment and not having to be forced to work in an unsafe work environment. Now, that being said, we are currently dealing with an unprecedented situation, the pandemic, all that, you know that. And that has shown a light on the real significant lack of workers' rights in this state. I mean, for goodness sake, we still have a $7.25 minimum wage. Hardly anybody has paid sick time. We have all of these workers who are now magically considered essential when just a few months ago they were considered low-skill, low-wage jobs. And we are asking them to keep our economy, our state, and our lives afloat during the midst of a pandemic. I'm sad to say that it took a pandemic to actually show how essential all of our workforce is, but on the other side of that coin, it is nice to finally have a light shown upon how valuable all workers in this state are. And so, moving forward, I think we need to turn the conversation towards workers' rights. We need to turn the conversation towards increasing pay, looking at what constitutes hazard pay and how we go about that, looking at equal access to health care for all workers and quality health care, looking at expanding workers' rights in every way that we can to try and benefit not just those workers independently, but the state as a whole. If we have a stronger workforce, if we have a healthy workforce, if we have a workforce that actually feels safe, valued, and taken care of in their employment, that will just lead to a healthier economy, that will lead to a stronger workforce overall, and that can do nothing but benefit the state. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please go ahead and ask me some questions in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any of them. And again, this is something that we are going to need to pull together. We are going to need to have a grassroots coalition to try and move the needle on this one. And if that sounds like something you can get behind, then, let's get together and start making a change.